Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Third Coast OBS. Today is part 2 of the transmission removal of the Lightning, the E4OD. I'm going to jump right into it. I'm going to get this done today. We actually got to put together our Pittsburgh high quality transmission jack that I picked up, so we can slide it underneath there and we'll start finishing up the steps to get this thing dropped out today. Let's get to it. That seems sketchy. Yeah, I know how to use a ratchet strap. How do you attach it to this jack? Huh. Oh, that's got a pretty quick drop there at the end there. This is going to be sketchy. Not looking forward to this. So next step, position transmission jack beneath the transmission and raise it so that it just begins to lift the transmission weight. Remove the nuts and bolts securing the rear mount and insulators to the cross member in the back of the transmission. Let's get set up and do it. So we're about to take, this is what they're talking about, the rear bracket, basically the transmission mount. So we gotta come underneath here. We got 2 bolts. We're gonna have to lift up on the transmission here. I don't like this plan, and I'm guessing what we'll end up doing is, looks like we'll take the weight off the transmission, remove this, and then we pull the cross member. We got 3 bolts on the side of this cross member to get it out of the way. And with that being supported, we hit the bell housing and unbolt it up front. That don't sound easy. I need to tilt it the other way. Great, 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 great. Ouch. So after messing with this jack, trying to get it centered, reading some things, I'm slowly but surely starting to understand why people pay to have this done. The ratchet strap on this jack is utterly useless because you can't actually tighten it down because the exhaust is in the way. That being said, as I was trying to figure out the bell housing bolts, how I was going to attack those, I decided to come back here and look, because once you get the cross member out of the way, you just have to lower the back to kind of get to them. Well, I came back to look at something that I had overlooked. What we're looking at here is the tail end of the transmission. Once we undo the bolts and get ready to drop the transmission, if you'll notice, you need to scoot this back to get it off of the bell housing. This is right in line with the exhaust. I cannot drop it down because of this 3-inch exhaust in the way. So I'm going to have to take out the full exhaust system, which is pretty much what you're supposed to do. I've already got one header disconnected. I got to disconnect the other one. And luckily they did such a bang up job installing this. It's only 2 more bolts. Jesus. Once I get the bolts out though, I then have to drop the cross member to lower down the exhaust to fish it out over the rear axle. Does anybody remember what size they were? Let me get back to work. We're going to the back. I don't know if that's going to come off or not. That was easier. With the exhaust system now completely unbolted and cut loose, once I drop the cross member, which is the next step, I'll be able to lower the exhaust out of the way and pull it out. I have to usher it over my rear axle, I guess, and then that'll let me drop the transmission. Let's take a break. Yeah. Okay, we've cut the exhaust loose. We are completely free. We need to drop the cross member like originally planned now. When we drop the cross member, we'll get the exhaust out of the way, and then we'll be able to start unbolting the bell housing to remove the transmission. On each side of the cross member, looks like we're going to have 3 bolts we need to remove, and there's going to be two of them underneath here we need to take out. Let's get to knocking them loose. Okay, so we got the insulator bolts removed. Now we're going to take out the cross member and gust it here. Go on there, goddammit. Damn. Passenger side. This one, the 3 bolts are located here. Alright, a cross member is loose. With that one loose, we need to support something on the exhaust. I can drop this. Yep. And that's the cross member. Now we're going to try and lower the exhaust system down so we can somehow get it out of here. We'll figure out something. How do we do this? Well, you know, I may just cut it right here. We'll fight the rest of the exhaust later. Now, we actually have pretty clear views of where we're going to start taking out the bell housing. There's 1, 2, there should be 6. We're going to find them. I've heard tell that your best bet is a lot of extensions. So let's get some extensions. Go straight for this bolt right next to the, it's actually connected to my transmission dipstick tube. Yet another joy of the GoPro cutting out. So far I've removed 2 bolts that I thought I was filming. We came down right here, removed this bolt, and above here there's a bolt that actually connects to your dipstick tube. I've got those 2 out, pull the dipstick tube straight out of here, and we have 4 more to go. Let me get set up because the top one, well, I'll show you. We're going for that bolt at the very top here. Okay, that's the 3rd one. Now we're going to rotate to the driver's side. Same type of setup. We're going to come in right here for 1. Come above this, there's 2. And up here, we got 1 behind the fuel lines. There's 2. And right underneath is 3. We're going to break those 3 loose. That's the 6th one. Supposedly, we're free to move now. So, we get you set up and try not to kill myself. We're in here. We're starting to lower it. Absolutely nothing went right on this. Camera back on. Because we're deep now. I gotta get it down just a little bit more. So, camera cut out, went dead. I had to go switch the battery. As you can see, it is now flipped. It didn't fall over. It just, as I had to ease it out, it rolled, honest to God, pretty slow. But if you're gonna do this job, get you a good transmission jack, because this thing's a piece of crap. All I need to do is get it down to the ground so I can figure out how to usher it out. Oh, this thing's heavy. Don't freak you out, we're rebuilding it. That's why I'm not being super gentle. Some gun's heavy. I don't recommend this job to anybody. I smashed my hand. Oh yeah. Smashed it good. Look at that. Must have busted a blood vessel in there. We're out. Not exactly the right way to do it. And I think I screwed up. Because on the front, look at that. Where'd that bolt come from? Where'd you come from? So I gotta look underneath there. I ain't doing it tonight. Okay, all in all, a successful day. Not exactly how I planned on getting it out, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Over it. That's gonna do it for today's episode. I got the transmission out. Guys, do me a favor, in the description, there's going to be some channels that have really helped me out, have great content, just something good to watch. Go check them out. You got Zane at Hodgepodge Dodge Garage, Jason, Sparks Fire and Baling Wire, Cody at YDOC Production, Wesley Johnson, and Steve Stotlz. Great channel. Anyway, guys, again, if you stuck with me to the end on this one, I appreciate it. It's a big job done for one man on a patio. I'm glad it's over for now. But as always, I'm going to catch y'all next time. Bye-bye.